What's up, fam? How you doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Hope you're relaxing with friends and family, keeping yourself healthy, keeping yourself safe. Today's video is a video just off the top of my head. It's not planned. It's not scripted whatsoever. I just want to come here and say how proud I am of you. How proud I am of the human race for taking in what's happening, what's going on right now in the world in these uncertain times, and being able to overcome and adapt to this situation. So for example, from a workout standpoint, I see lots of people engaging in my content, doing my live sessions, commenting on my ball mastery sessions on Instagram, commenting on my upper body, commenting on my lower body sessions, saying how much they've enjoyed it, how much they're enjoying it. And one of the things I love doing is putting out content to help people out. And the fact that you guys and girls are getting out of your comfort zone, because it's not easy to work out at home. That's one of the biggest things. Like, working out at home isn't easy because it's a place where you live. It's a place of peace. It's a place of getting out of the chaos that the world is. And right now, it's, quote, also a chaos, but there's also no one outside. So it's tough to be inside your own bubble, especially if you don't have friends, good friends and roommates around to help you and motivate you. So a huge pat on the back for the people that are doing this alone, that are taking themselves to a new level physically, mentally, nutritionally, alone without any help. And then also a huge pat on the back to the people that are going out of their way to improve themselves in every single aspect of their life. I think it's so impressive. I really love it. And I think this is, you can look at many negatives of what's going on right now. I mean, a lot of people are out of work. People's businesses are going down, which is, shit happens. But I think we need to talk about the positive, and that's what I love to bring to my channel. I love bringing positivity because, yeah, we recognize reality. We recognize and we can be negative. It's easy to be negative, to see what's going on in the world right now. It's easy to have a negative outlook and a negative mindset, but we can also find a way to be proud of ourselves. We can find a way to be proud of ourselves, our loved one, and our friends for taking themselves to a new level. Because that's what it is. Like I said from the beginning of quarantine, from the beginning of this corona pandemic, now is the time to separate yourself from competition. Because a lot of people are going to be sitting on their laurels, they're going to be resting, like me on the couch right now. Now, this is just my work spot. I got a great view, best spot in the house, really comfortable. But a lot of people are going to be resting. They're going to be using it as a time to do nothing, which is fine. And I also want to touch on that as well because I like touching on both sides. There's two aspects, 2 points of the spectrum. You can use this time to completely better yourself in every aspect, every area of your life, which is what I do, which is what I live for, which is what I preach for most of you people to do. But also, I like to talk about the other side of the spectrum. Sometimes it's okay to take a rest, to take a break, and let your mind kind of switch off for a little bit. Taking off for a week or 2 weeks and not being so strict may be what works for you. It's not what works for me, but like I preach in my content, every individual is different. Every individual has a different way. A different way to go about things, a different way to solve problems, a different way to overcome obstacles, overcome challenges. For me, it's to constantly push myself to get better. And like I talk about constantly, like I've talked about on podcasts, on Instagram live videos, it's not like I grind myself into the ground 24/7. I use relaxing times, for example, watching a Netflix show at the end of the night for an hour, eating something not so great for me, a piece of pizza, some ice cream. I use that as a reward. So for me, if I know that I put the work in during the day and I did what I needed to do, I use that as a reward. There's nothing more rewarding than throwing your feet on the couch at the end of a productive day and saying, wow, you really deserve this relaxation. So without going too far off topic, I want to say I'm so proud of the people who are taking themselves to a new level. The people who are bettering themselves in every aspect of their life. And I also want to say the people who are using this as a time to switch off and relax shouldn't judge themselves, shouldn't judge yourself, because you know deep inside what's best for you. Like I said, for me, what's best for me is to better myself in every area. But for example, my best friend, the person that I look up to and admire most, is my mom. My parents got divorced when I was 6, and I lived with her for the most of my life, so I really learned a lot of things from her. And something that she's doing right now in this time, and she talks to me, we talk every day, which is another huge benefit of this quarantine. Like, her and I, we FaceTime every day. We FaceTime every day. We've gotten closer. And something that she tells me, she knows that I like working hard and I get things done. She's like, I feel like I'm not getting things done. But I think back and what I've been telling her for a while, that the most important thing is her health. Health over wealth any day of the week. You can always make more money. You can always be more successful, be more productive, but it's hard to gain your health back. Once it deteriorates, I'm not saying you can't go back there, but you can always make more money. If you start to get health problems, it's hard. So focusing on it now and making it your priority should be number one. And what she's doing, she told me, oh, I feel like I'm not being so productive. But then I said to her, I said, but you're training 60 to 75 minutes a day. One, you're eating much healthier. You tell me you're feeling much better. And you're sleeping much better. So those are the three, you guys know that I preach this. Those are the three, some of the most important things of living a healthy, happy life. So I said, don't judge yourself too hard. You're doing all the right things. You can always do other things, but the most important thing to take care of right now is your health. So if you focus on your health, if you get that workout, it all starts with the sleep. We've talked about this before. If you get a good night's sleep, if you get 7 to 9 quality hours of sleep, you're going to wake up more refreshed. You're going to wake up more energized, which is going to make you want to work out more. First of all, you're going to be more motivated because you're going to have more feel-good hormones in the brain. You're going to feel better naturally, and you're going to want to work out. So that motivation standpoint. When you work out, if you get a solid workout, and it doesn't have to be 60 to 75 minutes. I mean, she's my mother, so it's, she follows the footsteps. But, if you get a 15 to 30 minute good session in, pat yourself on the back. If you're getting a good meal in after that session, if you're eating well throughout the rest of the day, pat yourself on the back. So, like I always talk about, take it one day at a time. Those days add up. One day at a time. I talked about this with Matt Sheldon, Become a Lead on the IG Live. I thought it was the most important thing we talked about. We both plan our weeks from a weekly perspective. We look at what we want to get done during the week. We have those goals. And then we reverse engineer day by day. We have 7 days in the week to get those goals done. And you fit that stuff in. Some days things come up that are unexpected. That's part of life. But if you get those most important things done, like I said, if you're getting your 7 to 9 hours of sleep, if you're eating well 80% of the time, 80% aligned with your goals, 20% what you love, and if you're getting your sessions in, if you're moving your body, be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back and say, look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm proud of you today. Let's do this again tomorrow. Those things add up. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it wasn't planned at all. Came straight from the bottom of my heart. I want to say I'm proud of you. If you have any questions, reach out. I'm always here. Have a good one.